Sup fellas, it's Metaferno here, and thank you all so much for 600 subscribers. It's been a pretty crazy ride from the last milestone. A lot has happened, a lot of Tamagotchi Life, content and other games, and I've been trying to catch up with stuff. It's been a little hectic, but yeah, so overall, it's been a really great time. Thank you all for all the support on those videos. It's been great. So yeah, as you can see here in the background, I am starting a little doodle of red for the channel icon. I decided to go for something a little more unique, and I made him a little chibier one. And if you can notice, if it's looking a little different, is I'm trying a different drawing app for this. I'm trying out Procreate instead of MediaBang, and it's a little choppier in spots because I'm very much not used to drawing with this, but I've done it a couple times on this channel. It's like the way it records is a little nicer, but that's why this drawing and the drawing of the character that we do for this episode might look a little off, but figured I'd give it a shot, But yeah, overall, been pretty fun run. 600 is a big one, and it's been pretty hectic, Been a little wacky on uploads. I got to get back to Tamagotchi Life because I was doing that drawing video. But yeah, overall, it's been pretty awesome. Thank you guys. And that is the red for this video. Little chibi dude. Tried some new pens and stuff, and it might look slightly off, but I think it turned out pretty fun for another one of the profiles. But yeah, nothing too much about it, And then I'm actually here in this video trying to make one of the first villains of my little series with Red in the Gang. So this is going to be a number of like a antagonistic group of bad robots, I guess, called the Skull-Droids, And this one is the leader Grim. So really going for a really edgy vibe here, very spiky skeleton vibe. He's a little more intimidating, and they don't really got that color theming going on, other than they may all have separate colors, but it doesn't tie into their powers. And I should mention that I am starting to call Red and the crew the Color Riders for now, or Color Riders, and them the Skull-Droid. At least for right now, that's what I'm kind of going with, to set up the two factions in that. So all of these guys will have a skull theming to their look. They won't all be like this when they're like white and stuff. But yeah, and this is what he looks like complete for now. Very edgy kind of vibe, trying to make him look kind of like a skull, but still a robot. I might touch up his design eventually. Like I said, I'm using a new app, so a lot of stuff didn't turn out exactly the way I wanted it. But I did want to introduce this character in this one for the fun of it, and kind of have a more bad guy role, even more so than like Gray. Gray is kind of like the morally in-between kind of character, and could kind of go either way. But Grim here is definitely a bad guy. And a little more on Grim is his ability, at least the way I'm working on it right now, is reverse. So basically he can revert time around himself a little bit back, but kind of the way if he takes damage, he can revert that time on himself, not other people. But he can kind of do stuff like that. I'm kind of working on it a little bit, but say he could get blown apart, but then rewind to when he was still good. So he's basically able just to keep taking damage and just outlast most people he fights. It's kind of something I will be continuing to work on with him a little bit. It might not be as in many videos as the others, but maybe I'll do a little more of him eventually. But yeah, just an edgy, big bad dude, very confident with a kind of whack ability for people to have to work around fighting, But yeah, that's Grim. He's added to this whole entire big roster now of silly guys, of the silly dudes here. But yeah, not too much else to say for this other than thank you guys so much for the 600 subscribers and the continuous support you've had on all my stuff, especially the Tamagotchi Life videos. Next Tamagotchi Life video is going to have some stuff for I'm probably going to do a poll or something after it. I did do that video previously. That was the drawings to set up, but next Tamagotchi Life video is probably going to have more decision making for us to make, But for this OC video and subscriber special, thank you so much. Again, this is Grim along with the whole gang. Thank you all for all the support. I'll see you guys later, and God bless.